Hello, everybody. I am Ricky Sun and I'm a Pi engineer. Today, I'd like to share with you a product that I saw on the internet. It has been around for like a month. Um, and I think this is very powerful tool for helping our our day-to-day Pi job. And if you have a question, you can ask this to help you answer your own question. So just want to show you the power of this. I am going to have asked it a couple questions. It doesn't work. Um, let's try again. Okay, it works now. Move my face here and then move this up here. Okay, so let's get started. Before I get started, actually, like this chat GPT, when I log in, sometimes it is actually unreliable because I think it just the company is still scaling, and you have heard news and Microsoft is trying to buy it. And this AI tool can is going to upgrade to a bigger one. But now um, it is smaller and it is always in capacity, right? And then a lot of people are testing this product, but including me, right? Like I'm trying different stuff in this chat GPT to see if it can work, help my Pi tasks, right? Pi day-to-day tasks. So just and I think this is a very powerful tool. So just cannot wait to show you the functionality. So let's first get started with telling it to maybe write uh Ben like wait wait okay, not right, but what are the benefit of using OSI Soft Pi? Right, this is kind of like a topic I have in my mind. So let's see if AI can answer that. And I'm sure we are touching the basics, right? Google can do that too, but you have to scroll through different things in order to find different people opinions, right? Now this AI product can give you his his perspective or its perspective, um to summarize things for you, right? Cloud sources. So what are the benefits? I'll let it. It's kind of slow from previous compared to previous I try. Maybe it's because there is more people like you trying to use the system, right? And then now it's like it at capacity, almost break. Um, so let's see. How 5 points? What the benefit of using OSI Pi include, right? The sixth bullet point, then openness. Okay. It's built on open standard and make it easy to integrate with other system and easy to access data. Okay. Okay. So there are seven benefits bullet point of using the Pi system. Real-time data collection and analysis. Okay. Well, improve operational efficiency. I think that is a benefit, but this one is more like features. Better decision making. Okay, yes. Improve asset management for sure. increase visibility. Oh, okay. Okay. Data visible to people. Yeah. Scalability. I can handle a large amount of data from multiple sources. Yes. Openness. I don't know about openness, but it's on open standard. To an extent, not entirely open, but it has feature that can integrate with other system. So, well, you know, that's the first attempt. It answered the question, right? What are the benefits, right? Like, um, AI give you a quick respond, right? So as you can see, it just take 1 minute or less to answer your question, right? We can start from there, right? If we are doing research, right? The other mind-blowing functions it it does is actually like if I have questions from LinkedIn, right? Like people ask me questions, right? And sometimes I take so long to answer them because I don't have the time to help them. I wish I always ask them to, hey, call tech support if you cannot find your question answers, right? But now we have AI, right? We can just ask the question to our AI robot and put it in there, right? This question is I have doubt in Pi. I have a doubt in Pi. Please, can you teach me? Recently, I come to know there is an interface called EFGen. My doubt is we have Pi AF. We can create EF there. Then why there is Pi EFGen interface? Okay. Also, this Pi EFGen interface take template from AF event frame. What is the use? Okay. Logic question. And actually, I already answered that question to the person who asked the question on LinkedIn, but it took me some time to research. Right? Okay, exactly what is EFGen, right? And then the difference, and then right. But now, if I have AI, right, I can just ask the question here. Um, and I'm not saying like you ask me the question, I'm gonna use AI to answer your question. I'm saying you could use this to answer your own question too, right? You can do that for yourself until you cannot figure it out, right? And I think you can ask better question if you cannot ask the first if you they didn't give you a good answer in the first time, you give it a try the next time with a different question, right? So let's look at the response. So the UFGen interface is a separate tool that allow you to generate event frame automatically based on predefined template. Yes, the template are created in AF and can be used to define condition and attribute for event frame that are to be generated. While it is possible to create event frame manually in AF, the event frame gen interface provide a way to automate the process, make it faster and more efficient for generating a large number of event frame. The event frame gen interface can also be used to create a event frame based on specific criteria, such as when certain value exceed the threshold and when a machine enter a specific state. The use of template in the event frame generator interface also allow the standardization in the event frame creation process, ensure that all event frame have the same attribute and condition. This can be particularly useful in organization where multiple users are responsible for creating event frame. In summary, event frame gen interface is a separate tool that provide automation and standardization in the creation of event frame, which is used in AF. It allows you to define event frame condition and attribute in AF, then use those template to automatically generate event frame in real time. This can greatly speed up the process of creating event frame and make it more efficient, especially when dealing with a large amount of data. Wow. Okay. You know, it takes so easy to do, right? You just have to go to the website and then ask your question to this AI, and then you get an. I wouldn't say it is a perfect answer, but it definitely help you get started, right? To understand the basics. Um, from what I think, it's almost like you could use that and then understand, okay, this is the idea, then I can learn more if I want to learn more, right? That is my thought so far. How about my last example is like, well, we are talk about how this can help me answer some question that people come to ask me, right? And I'm not saying you don't ask me question, but I'm saying you can ask your own question in this AI tool, right? The other thing I think is more mind blowing for me is it can help me get started programming. So let's try this, right? Write me a um, AF SDK program that retrieve a value from an attribute in the pi system. And grammatically is incorrect because it's an AF. It's okay. English is my second language, right? So just what surprised me also is like the question people ask. Sometimes it's hard to understand, but AI can understand better. So um I think that's great, right? So okay, now I don't know why this is not working. I think it might be crashing. Oh, okay, lucky I didn't. It's still working. So here is an example of AFSDK programming program that retrieve the value of an attribute from the pi system. And wow, using, I think this is a C sharp program. Um, okay, connect to the Pi system. Wow. Okay, the code is nice too. Like it give me comments, right? A bad developer doesn't give you this kind of thing, right? Um, and kind of like it has a standard practice, and then it just okay, a couple lines, give me something, and then a description, and then do it. So first connect to the Pi server, Pi system, and then find the attribute we want to achieve the value. So connect to the database, and then the AF elements, and then you drill to the attribute, and then you retrieve the current value of the attribute, and then you print it on the console. Disconnect, and then the program connect. Oh my God! It tell you it is in English. This program connect to Pi system using Pi system class and specific specifying the name of the Pi server, then connect to the database, find the element and attribute you want to retrieve the value from, finally get the value method of AF attribute class to retrieve the current value of the attribute and print it out. Please note that you need to have AF SDK installed or in your machine, and also you need to add a reference of SDK of your project. Wow. You can find more information about AF SDK and how to use the OSI soft documentation. Hmm. This is great, right? Like you just have a program, and it also gives you some notes about you need to attach your library in your Visual Studio, right? You need to install AF SDK on your machine, right? With the AF with the machine with Visual Studio, right? Which is what we know, but when you first get started, I think this is pretty good place to do, right? Finally, I want to show you one more thing. I think this is more mind blowing. I haven't, I think I haven't thought of it before, but I'm gonna try it. Um, so I would, I would like to create logics in Pi System Explorer for my client. Um, um, to okay, I would like to create a logic to detect if the tank is full in Pi System for my client. Can you help me? Maybe this is kind of dumb, but let's try it. Okay, yes, I can help you create a logic to detect if a tank is full in PySystem Explorer. Here is an example of how you can do this. So create an attribute in PySystem Explorer to represent the level of tank. You need to do that. Create another attribute to represent the maximum capacity of the tank. Oh, yes, you should do that. And then create event frame template in PySystem Explorer to represent a full tank event. Yes. Okay. Define a start and end condition for the event frame. Okay. It's kind of fast. Let me finish first. And this one is new. I haven't done it before. I just thought maybe I should do that to show you the power of using this tool, right? Um, so this video is a little bit longer than before, than usual, but I think that is worth the time to do that, right? So I am at here. So step number 3. Okay, define start and end condition for the event frame based on the level and capacity attribute. For example, start condition could be start and end condition. Okay, the triggers could be when level attribute reach the maximum capacity attribute. The end condition could be when the level attribute fell below the maximum capacity attribute. Woo, okay, that is so true. Okay, create an event frame generator in Pi System Explorer. Okay, yes, use the event frame template you just created. Yeah, configure the event frame generator to monitor the level and capacity attribute and generate event frame based on the condition you define in the template. Okay, now it's getting a little confused. What am I going to read? Configure the event frame generator to monitor the level and the capacity. Oh, okay. So what is it? And generate event frame based on the condition. Okay. Well, I guess you need to put in your variable, right? the attribute inside there, so that you can use it for your calculation. um okay, true. Once event frame generator is running, it will be automatically generate full tank event. Okay, it give me the analysis a name as well. Event frame each time the tank reach maximum capacity, and when the level drop below a certain capacity. Wow. You can then use event frame to track how often the tank become full and how long it stay full. Okay. Wow. Additionally, you can also use Pi notification to send an alert to the operator if tank reach a full tank. Okay. Please note, this is a very basic example. You can tailor the logics. Of course, this is just an example. Of course, I don't want to explain something complicated right now here, and I couldn't. Additionally, you should see a test before implementing in production. Wow, it tell you do it in test, implement in production, do it before you do it in production. It is also important to have a good understanding of Pi system and functionality and configuration, as well as good knowledge AFSDK. Why talk about AFSDK? I asked it before though. I would recommend consulting the Pi system documentation and consulting with an expert if you have any doubts. Interesting. And oh my God. This is this is a very very awesome tool to explore for our jobs, right? I think what my thinking is, this tool is going to help you um, do your job easier, right? Um, because I think I am just touching the basics, right? And certainly I think we can ex- I will explore more and on when have a task. I will think, okay, will can I put the task I have in here and let it do a run and see what it got, right? That's what I think. But this is like another level of. Let me move myself back here. This is another level of research, right? Um, Google search is, let's say here, the this Chat GPT is like above here because it saved me so much time just scroll through from top to bottom and look at different website and um yeah, it just totally changed my way of doing things, and I highly recommend this. You give it a try if this doesn't crash, because many people I wasn't able to get on like until now, and I was hoping it can work, and sometimes it doesn't work, so I have to record so many times, and um and sometimes it just in the middle I crash, the video crash, and no, the website crash, and then I cannot continue with my videos, right? So here's my thought, like it can help me do some of my Pi day-to-day tasks, and in terms of whether it can replace my job, um maybe some of them, maybe it can help me some of them. Completely replace, I don't know, right? It can maybe, but what do you think? Like, I want to hear your thoughts, so please put in your comments, and also, if you find this video useful for you, hit the like button as well as hit subscribe and the bell icon. I'm going to share with you what I am doing and experiencing. And thank you for your time, uh, and I will see you in the next video.